please get the attack off because having my Aleki tricked is really bad here. Okay, that is not good. That is really not good here. Okay. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team featuring String Shot Strugglebug Volcarona that got top 30 in the last Battle Stadium season. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And you want to check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description, and you can try out the rental code while it is available. But let's get started and play some games. Calyx, Shadow Rider, Kyogre, Venusaur, Thundurus, Incineroar, and Grimmsnarl. Okay, I'm used to seeing Kyogre, Venusaur. Usually we would see it with Zacian, but with Calyx, Shadow Rider instead. Definitely changes a little bit of the dynamic right here. Okay, Kyogre. Scarf Kyogre is probably pretty decent here. Shifu is pretty strong as well. Damage-wise, it can put on a lot of pressure. My only concern is the Venusaur is actually a little bit difficult for my team. But otherwise, I think like Aleki plus Volcarona isn't too bad here. The Aleki threatens a lot of things that isn't the Venusaur, and I do have Strugglebug on the Volcarona, but I guess I'm not KOing the Venusaur. Shifu can be really good in the end game though. I really do like the Aleki lead here, like Aleki Volcarona right here, because if the Grimmsnarl is like a trick set, I really like the idea of just like rage powdering things. I think I'm going to try it out, and then in the back, I'm going to go with Kyogre, and I'm going to go with Calyx Ice Rider. I think Ice Rider, of course, is really necessary for Venusaur. If I can clear the field and prepare for Ice Rider, I think it's fantastic right here. Or just the Kyogre endgame itself, that could definitely be used right here. And one of the things I'm going to have to do in order to allow that is going to be to KO or slow down the Venusaur immediately, and just isolates the Venusaur realistically, because I think Venusaur's a really good Pokemon against my team. But maybe my opponent will disagree right here because maybe they're too scared to Calyx Ice Rider. But we are going to see the Venusaur lead with Incineroar, looks like. Okay, this is not too bad right here. I do lead the Volcarona plus the Aleki right here, and yeah, I don't think that this is that bad of a spot right here. I wish I had a fire move because I could technically go for the max flare right here. I could go for a max guard here though with my Aleki, and I am kind of considering it right here, and maybe like just go for the Strugglebug right here because Volcarona shouldn't be able to KO or Venusaur shouldn't be able to KO Volcarona at all. I think just going for the Strugglebug's pretty okay here, and Dynamax, or maybe I just hard swap here into the Calyx Ice Rider, but I'm not a big fan of that. I think just Protect is okay here. I could also just max guard, but I guess I don't know if the Venusaur is going to Dynamax this turn. I just don't want to take so much damage though. I think I'm just going to max guard here. I don't think they're going to Sleep Powder anyway because I could just go for the max lightning turn one. So I'd imagine it's going to be Dynamax from both right here. And again, once I get that Strugglebug off into the Venusaur, it's doing a lot less damage, and also chipping the Incineroar for the max lightning could be really good here. And I guess Incineroar does have to be pretty bulky in order to live a max lightning from Regieleki. Regieleki with Life Orb is absolutely insane, and this prevents my opponent from getting max Quake Boost if they target down the Aleki slot. But let's see, could be Fake Out in the Volcarona, could be just a Fake Out in an Aleki, but I'm hoping it's going to be like a max Quake or a max Vine Lash going to be targeting down the Aleki slot, because Aleki is a really big threat to their team. They really don't have the best answers to Regieleki right here. We do see the Dynamax from the Venusaur. Okay, really good. Unfortunately, I can't Rage Powder the Venusaur's attacks away from the Volcarona. That'd be really nice here, but Max Guard going to come out from the Regieleki. Let's see what they decide to go for. Fake Out in the Volcarona. Yep, Fake Out in the Volcarona makes a lot of sense here. Let's see, what are you doing with the Venusaur though? It is max Quake. They do target the Regieleki. Perfect. Okay, that was the best case scenario right here. If they did target down my Volcarona and got that boost, would have been a little bit concerning. But yeah, we can go for the Strugglebug now, and we can go for that max lightning right here. That should be able to KO the Incineroar right here, or whatever's really switching in, because nothing really takes this attack well, and the Strugglebug will reduce that damage on the Venusaur. And if they don't go for Vine Lash, it's actually really nice because I get to keep a Focus Sash on my Volcarona right here. So a max lightning, almost able to nuke that Incineroar, but that Incineroar gonna reveal that's the Focus Sash. Wait, so it's not the Calyx Shadow Rider? Oh, this Volcarona will give you some problems then. All right, here comes a Strugglebug right here. Oh, as long as it's not Scarf on the Calyx Shadow Rider in the back, we should be fine. A Strugglebug is going to connect with the Incineroar, finish it off right here, and lower that special attack on the Venusaur, so it should no longer be able to KO my Regieleki if it is like a Life Orb set right here. We are going to see that Max Quake going to be fired off. Going to target down the Regieleki. Will I be able to take the attack? Very comfortably. And it looks like I'll live the next one if I do go for another Struggle Bug here, which is fantastic. I can play offensive with the Regieleki. And that's exactly what I want to do in this case right here. Let's find out what they are going to bring out next, though. They don't really have any good defensive tools. If they go Grimmsnarl, I guess. But that means they didn't bring one of the restricteds, which is really, really good for me. Because if it's not Calyx Ice Rider, that's or Shadow Rider, that's really good for me. But we'll find out. It is going to be the Kyogre actually going to be coming out here. Okay. The Kyogre should not live a Max Lightning and Electric Terrain with this, with all this lightning right here with the Electric Terrain. So yeah, Life Orb and the Struggle Bug follow up. So I will just go for the Max Lightning here. I am going to target down the Kyogre, and I'm just going to go for another Struggle Bug right here. They probably I'd say they go for a Vine Lash right here and Protect. Yeah, I don't really mind this too much because I don't know if they're going to target that. They should target down the Eleki. I don't think they're targeting down the Volcarona, but here comes the Max Lightning, going to target down the Kyogre. Does so much damage right there. That is beautiful. You love to see that, as they also can't Sleep Powder once Dynamax is over. A Struggle Bug is going to be fired off into the Venusaur right here. And let's see. The thing is, if they go for Vine Lash, they're not getting KO onto the Regieleki, but the Vine Lash damage will add up to Volcarona. And yeah, they do go for the Vine Lash, which makes a lot of sense. All right, Vine Lash is going to come out into the Eleki. We are able to take that thanks to our Struggle Bugs that we've been firing off with the Volcarona right here. And then this last upcoming couple of turns is going to be really something here, because I would like to go. Do I want to go for Electro Up? Is so greedy here, and I mean so greedy. Ooh, I mean, Kyogre with Choice Scarf might just be able to out KO the Calyx right here. I definitely want to fire off another Struggle Bug if possible right here, and I think I am going to go for a Thunder into the Kyogre slot as well. Yeah, if they go for the double attack, it should be okay for the most part. I've done a lot of damage to the Kyogre, and let's see, I should get some decent damage in the Venusaur as well. They can't Sleep Powder me, which is fantastic. They're actually going to swap the Kyogre, which is great for me. They're going to actually risk the Shadow Rider here. And I don't know about this one, because this is a Life or Thunder from the Regieleki. A Rising Voltage would have also done like more power, but okay. They go out into their Shadow Rider, but this is a Thunder into that Shadow Rider. It almost goes down. Paralysis not even needed, and I can go for the Struggle Bug right here. Wait, what? It's a berry? Citrus Berry Calyrex? What? Okay, not like it would have super mattered, because I think my Scar Kyogre cleaned up this end game, but like, what? Okay. Sludge Bomb going to be fired off into the Volcarona because Eleki is going down to the Vine Lash. Yep, okay. Sludge Bomb, Earth Power. I want to say it's Weather Ball. I wonder if this Venusaur is the Assault Vest set, because it's taking my Struggle Bugs pretty well here. I guess I'm going to go out into Calyx Ice Rider. How fast is my Volcarona right here? It should be pretty fast. Yeah, we do outspeed a paralyzed one, so we could go on Ice Rider. And I guess I'm going to go for String Shot and Glacial Lance right here. Yeah, that's always the play here, but okay. I could have went to Kyogre too, but I guess just not risk. I don't need to take the Vine Lash. It's really unnecessary right here, so I might as well just go for the String Shot right here and the Glacial Lance. Let's see what they decide to go for, but yeah, String Shot. I guess we could miss, but shouldn't matter. I'm really just trying to cover for the Kyogre switch. That's why I'm going for the String Shot, and we'll see. They're going to switch out to Venusaur. Okay, it makes sense. They are pretty... The Venusaur could still do work, especially if it has a Weather Ball, but the Kyogre comes in. Yeah, that's what I wanted to try to catch a switch on. We do get the String Shot off, and it does connect with both Pokemon. Okay, so now I'm faster than a Kyogre with my Calyx Ice Rider, and then I can String Shot the Venusaur, potentially the next turn, and go for the Glacial Lance as well, follow up. So Glacial Lance will come out into both Pokemon right here, and this should KO the Calyx Shadow Rider, as well as, like, probably not KO the Kyogre, but two-shot. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Citrus Berry Calyx Shadow Rider. That is not something you normally see. Calyx Shadow Rider takes a lot of damage, but we will definitely take that. We do get the attack race right here, and Vine Lash damage is going to eat at us, but I mean, at this point, I don't see the Venusaur really going to be able to clean up here. Actually, is Electric Terrain over, I suppose? No, Electric Terrain is still up. Oh yeah, because I Max Guard turn 1. I think there's one more turn of Electric Terrain, which is perfect, because that means they can't go for Sleep Powder here. The Venusaur is going to come back out once again. One more turn of Electric Terrain. Yep. Okay, perfect. So I could go for the String Shot here and go for the Glacial Lance, and we can clean this up. assuming that they don't crit me with the Venusaur, and I don't know, crit would knock out anyway the Calyx. If they crit me with Frenzy Plant and I get knocked out, I mean, I think Scarf Kyogre comes in and clicks Water Spout, 2 shots to Venusaur and just wins at that point. But ooh, all right, perfect. Being able to really set up, I think the turn 1 was really good. The max guard really just, they weren't able to punish that. The struggle bug there on Volcarona. Volcarona really the MVP of that battle. I was able to just slow down that Venusaur, break that Focus Sash on Incineroar, which was not expected. That the Thunder into the Calyx Shadow Rider, the pair of really coming in clutch right there. Otherwise, I mean, I could have probably still won with like a Scarf Kyogre endgame, but it was a little bit tougher or trickier because of the Shadow Rider. But then again, if it's Citrus Berry, it's not like the offensive Calyx Shadow Rider, I'd imagine. So I don't think it can knock out my Ice Rider in one shot. And Glacial Lance and String Shot could really threaten their team still regardless. So not exactly too sure, but able to secure it. Volcarona really just putting on a lot of pressure against my opponent's team, which was really nice. Thundurus, Incineroar, Solgaleo, Calyx Shadow Rider, Tapu Fini, and Rillaboom. Okay, Solgaleo plus Calyx Shadow Rider. This is kind of a cool team. Of course, RR Shifu is looking amazing in this game for sure. Definitely has some great potential right here. I do like quite a few Pokemon here. Really just depends. The only problem about the Solgaleo, I mean, we do have Scarf Kyogre, I guess. Scarf Kyogre plus Eliki is actually a really threatening lead to their team. They don't have much other than maybe Rillaboom. It's actually funny because I feel like Ice Rider's just never been really that great against the matches we're facing. But yeah, I don't really like it too much. I think Regieleki plus Kyogre is a pretty okay lead for the most part. And then have Urshifu in the back and the Volcarona. Because I want to cover if Rillaboom doesn't lead here. Because I'm really scared of the Bulldoze. You got to respect the Calyx Shadow Rider plus the Solgaleo. The Bulldoze will really threaten right here. And I do really want to respect that. A Rillaboom, I can usually probably switch into Volcarona on and maybe just change the terrain. So I don't think it's too bad right here. Let's see. I'm kind of curious on who their Dynamax Pokemon is. Because you want to imagine it's probably going to be either the Thundurus Incarnate or Thundurus Variant form in this case, and the Solgaleo right here. So those are 2 Dynamaxes I'm going to have to watch out for. Thundurus is actually kind of a cool Pokemon against my team with the electric terrain, but we're going to see the Calyx and the, okay, Calyx plus the Thundurus right here. All right. So I do lead my Eliki plus the Kyogre, and I feel like this is a pretty good spot for the most part, unless this is Bulldoze. Even if it's Bulldoze, I guess it's okay here, because I'm going to go for Max Strike plus Water Spout right here and threaten the damage. I don't need Kyogre at all to win this game. I can win with Urshifu because Urshifu just wins. So I think they definitely are scared of the Electro Web and the Water Spout right here, or even an Airstream and a Water Spout would really threaten the Calyx. So I don't know if they would actually attack here, but I'm gonna go for a Max Strike into a Water Spout right here, turn 1. I think it's just such a good position, I'm pretty sure, to take a knockout into the Thundurus if it Dynamaxes. And even if it doesn't, like, the Water Spout will finish it off, and then I get huge damage to Calyx. And the speed drop is actually going to be really important on the Calyx, because even if they like lower my speed with Bulldoze, then a Water Spout is going to be really important right here to break the Sash, and then I can follow up the next turn and KO it. So this is still a pretty good spot. Let's find out if that's going to be the case, though. We are going to see a Dynamax on the Thundurus. Okay, Dynamax on the Thundurus, it looks like. So this is pretty good, unless it's Dynamax Calyx, which I'd be very shocked about. But if it's Dynamax Calyx, I don't mind. I don't know if Thundurus lives this combination. It depends, I think, on its item and how bulky it is. If it's a Assault Vest, it might be able to live this. It probably does live this. If it's like bulky, maybe without Assault Vest, it could. We are going to see the Calyx go for the Protect, which makes a lot of sense. Perfect. I wonder if this is an Airstream coming out, because then they could go for Bulldoze combinations the following turn. We are going to get the Max Strike off into the Thundurus. That's some pretty good damage. I'm really skeptical, though, about the Water Spout KOing. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see right here. But a speed drop on that Thundurus as a Water Spout does come out into that Thundurus as well. Double up with that Choice Scarf, and the speed drop does outspeed. And we just Oko the Thundurus. No crit even necessary. So that's a pretty nice spot right there. Very nice spot. Okay. My only concern is, I mean, I think I'm okay if Rillaboom comes in, because Rillaboom can come in, right? And that's Rillaboom. Yep. So Rillaboom comes in, does threaten the Grassy Glide here. But I think I just go for a Max Lightning and switch to Volcarona, and then I'm like in a pretty safe spot for the most part, because I get rid of the terrain regardless. If they double my Eliki, it's okay because I already broke the sash on the Calyx, and then I can bring in like Volcarona even outspeeds right here the Calyx in the end game. Our Shifu's looking just really solid. So yeah, let's bring out our Volcarona right here and go for a max lightning, because Scarf Kyogre of course is going to be really good for the remaining mons once I get rid of this grassy terrain right here and prevent that grassy glide from being priority. So we bring out the Volcarona. We're going to see the grassy glide going to come out into the Eliki, which is cool. We are able to get the max lightning off into the Calyx right here. Perfect. It's going to reveal that focus sash. Cool. And guess what, we have a broken Pokemon called Urshifu in the back end. Urshifu is kind of a broken Pokemon, that's for sure. They also can't Dynamax anymore. I wonder if it's Tapu Fini in the back. If it's Tapu Fini in the back, I guess this could be a little bit strange. Astral Barrage is going to finish off my Regieleki. Good call on their part from earlier. Oh wait, my Volcarona doesn't outspeed the Calyx Shadow because I'm not max speed on this team. Yeah, because the Volcarona is a little bit weird EV trained. Let's see. I mean, I just bring out the Urshifu right here. I just bring out the Urshifu and I click Wicked Blow into the Calyx, and I go for Rage Power. Doesn't affect anything here, so I always go for the Wicked Blow, and I guess I just Struggle Bug. Or do I String Shot? I mean, I don't know what their last Pokemon is, but it's probably not fast realistically, unless it's the Solgaleo, but I think then I just win with the Urshifu in the end game. So this should be okay for the most part. This could still be a little bit of a sweat right here. It depends on the Solgaleo's moveset as well. But yeah, Wicked Blow through Protect always just guarantees the knockout into the Calyx slot, and the Rillaboom is kind of threatened as well. Heavy damage is just a thing right here. And let's see, do they retreat the Calyx? I mean, it is threatened by Water Spout, and that means it's really hard for you to reset the terrain, unless I guess you U-turn. But if you U-turn, you lose the special attack boost. But we are going to see the Rillaboom be retreated to save it for the grassy glide here. We are going to see the Tapu Fini, it looks like. Okay. So Tapu Fini, Misty Surge is going to come out right here. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. This could still be an awkward end game. I am going to get the KO onto the Calyx right here, but ooh, terrain might actually be tricky. Maybe I celebrated a bit too soon. It was the Tapu Fini, no Solgaleo. I was actually kind of worried about the Solgaleo, but now I'm kind of worried about this Tapu Fini right here. A Struggle Bug is going to come out to Tapu Fini, which is going to lower its special attack right here. Okay. So Rillaboom's going to come in. It's not leftovers Tapu Fini. I know that Solgaleo with Solgaleo's been running like some specific sets, like the choice spec set sometimes. The Rillaboom going to come back in. Okay. I wonder if this is a choice spec set. I kind of want to hard swap in the Kyogre and find out, because I don't think they grassy glide here. They're definitely going to fake out, I think. I think I just protect and I go Kyogre here. If I lose Kyogre the next turn, I think it's okay for the long term, as I'm trying to win with my Urshifu at this point, and I need redirection in order to do that. So we will go for the, well, I don't know if they Dazzling Gleam or they have Moonblast and go for it. Let's find out, I guess, if that's the case. We do bring out the Kyogre here and protect the Volcarona. This covers for Fake Out Muddy Water, I suppose. Let's see what they decide to go for. It's going to be the Fake Out going to come out into the Volcarona. Oh, if I got the Flame Body, though, that was a little bit risky. Oh, they went for a Scald into Volcarona. Huh, okay. I guess I wonder if they just decide to lock in the Scald. I mean, with the Struggle Bug and the Rain going to almost be over, I think we're in a really good spot. I'm going to click Thunder into the Tapu Fini. I'm just going to click Struggle Bug right here. I don't want to hard swap into Urshifu on a double up right here, so I might as well just go for the Struggle Bug right here and lower that special attack even more. We're going to see a Grassy Glide going to come out into the Kyogre slot, which is going to pick up the knockout. Oh, maybe this is a little bit of a sweat right here, because I don't know if Urshifu is actually going to be able to finish this one right here. We do get Struggle Bug off into Tapu Fini, as well as the Rillaboom. That is some pretty nice damage, but can we take on the Tapu Fini is the question. That is a very big question right here. Okay, lower that special attack. Scald is going to come out into the Volcarona. It is 100% specs. Okay, do I have poison? No, I have U-turn. I don't have poison jab. Rain is over. The Tapu Fini is at -2 special attack. If I can KO the Rillaboom, maybe if I avoid getting the burn. That Grassy Glide's going to do a lot of damage, and it's probably going to take me a few shots to KO the Tapu Fini. Not really the best spot right here. All right. Bring out the Urshifu. This is very, very concerning. Oh, I think I messed this up. How did I mess this up? I think, hold Volcarona was correct at one play. Or maybe I should just click Water Spout. I guess I didn't need Kyogre to win the end game because it really just ended up not really being useful. Volcarona health was, I guess, a bit better right here. And I guess I could have protected the following turn. No, I wanted the Sash broken. And I want to wait to outspeed the Calyrex, I guess. I mean, we Wicked Blow always into the Rillaboom slot here. Should pick up the knockout. Grassy Glide is going to come out. This is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah. We should be able to live Scald decently, and maybe we could live with the next Grassy Terrain healing. But yeah, we are able to KO Rillaboom, which is good with the Choice Banded Wicked Blow right here. But the Tapu Fini has some pretty high odds here in its favor. Scald going to come out into the Urshifu. That's too much damage. That's too much damage. That is 100% Specs Tapu Fini. And unfortunately, Specs Tapu Fini will finish me right here. I don't have a way to KO the Tapu Fini. Yeah, I don't have Poison Jab on the Urshifu, so unfortunately won't be able to finish off the Tapu Fini here regardless. So yeah, we have to go for a Wicked Blow. I guess I would have had to read the double up right there. I guess the turn came down to did they double up the Eliki, which makes sense because the Eliki was threatening a lot of damage. And yeah, you can see the Wicked Blow still doing a lot of damage to resist the Tapu Fini, but fortunately the Specs Tapu Fini being able to KO the Volcarona. I guess I probably had to go for a double protect with Volcarona, and I probably had to make more aggressive plays with the Kyogre roll. I thought I was really in a good spot just KOing my opponent's Dynamax turn 1 with the Max Strike into a Water Spout. The Tapu Fini though in the end game did make a lot of sense though, because their Urshifu matchup was pretty weak. So I guess I had to respect it a little bit more, and maybe I started definitely wasn't the bring here. I still think Volcarona was the right bring regardless. I guess, yeah, not being able to redirect the Rillaboom with the Rage Powder, so that kind of hurt, especially with the Grassy Glide putting under pressure, and I had no way to change the terrain. But yeah, I do really like my turn 1. I just think that the Rillaboom was, I guess right there for me, because I really had to depend. And I guess they didn't know that I was guaranteed to be Choice Scarf Kyogre, so going for the Eliki makes sense because it is a really difficult Pokemon for them to handle. So I think playing aggressive with the Kyogre did make a lot of sense there. And I think Kyogre was kind of dead weight really when the Rillaboom still had the option to like just go for like a Grassy Glide in the end game, because I wasn't KOing it the turn anyway. So I might as well just went aggressive with the Kyogre, I think, because having Volcarona at full health would have still been useful, or a free switch to Urshifu in that position with the Eliki. If Eliki was alive because they Grassy Glide the Kyogre, I think it would have been a better spot. So yeah, I think that was the big mistake right there. Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, Shedinja, Zacian, Kyogre, Kartana. All right, looks like the French team, but no Thundurus, so Grimmsnarl instead, which does make a lot of sense here. A Regieleki can do a lot of work. They actually really don't have a good... Well, here's the awkward part. Shed is very strange for my team. I have almost no Pokemon that can actually touch it effectively. Oh, that is... So that means I have to bring the Urshifu most likely then. Yeah, I have to bring the Urshifu. That kind of stinks. Yeah, that does kind of stink right here. I think I'm going to go with Volcarona plus Regieleki. Once again, it seems like a really good lead here. Like, I think it's just really good against this rain team, because a lot of the things that I like to deal with the Regieleki normally just don't really deal well with the Volcarona redirection right here. And I don't know if they're going to like risk the Kartana right here against Volcarona that could have a fire move, unless they know the team right here. I think no Calyrex is probably the play here. I think I have to go with Kyogre in the back, and I think I have to go Urshifu. Shed is definitely one of the toughest parts about this team. The only way I'm beating the Shed is if I get the Flame Body with Volcarona, which is not consistent at all, or having the Urshifu healthy. And that means I'm going to have to take some pretty quick knockouts, which is very possible with this team. It just really depends on if the Grimmsnarl is actually like a Light Clay set, or if it's going to be like one of those trick sets. We really just have to wait and see here. Going to be the Grimmsnarl and Kartana lead here. Okay. Grimmsnarl Kartana is actually really good for me lead wise. Volcarona, of course, does probably scare away the Kartana, unless again they do suspect something else here. But I think I'm just going to go for a Protect with my Regieleki, and I'm going to go for a Struggle Bug right here, because I want to see what the Grimmsnarl set is. If it's a trick set, it might go for the trick right here. I want to see, but we see a Dynamax immediately. Is this fake out into Volcarona and an Airstream? I was not expecting the Kartana, or maybe they know the team and see that the Kartana or the Volcarona does not have a fire move, because unfortunately that is the case right here. We're gonna see that Dynamax from the Kartana, and oh boy, this could get really bad right here. Or maybe it's this light screen, but I don't think you risk the Kartana against a Volcarona if you don't know the team. Let's see, Protect on the Eliki right here. We're gonna see the trick. Okay, it is the trick set. All right, so this should be Airstream. Yeah, it is Airstream going to come out into the Volcarona slot. Unfortunately, I don't have a fire move. If I had a fire move, I'd like I've just went for the fire move, blown up this Volcarona right here, or blown up the Cortana right here, and oh man, they would have not been in a very good position. But yeah, this should probably be okay for the most part. Life Orb on the Cortana is interesting here. We are able to get a Struggle Bug off into the Grimmsnarl and the Cortana. Okay, wait, hold on. The fact that it's Life Orb means it's not Assault Vest, so I wonder if it goes down to Eliki. I want to find out because Eliki kind of goes insane even with the resist. Yeah, let's Rage Powder the Grimmsnarl and let's Max Lightning the Cortana. I think I have to risk it too, because if I KO the Grimmsnarl, they get an Airstream, they get +1, I'm gonna be absolutely screwed regardless, so I might as well just go for the KO on the Cortana right here. Let's find out if that's gonna be the case, because I kind of have to risk this right here, unless the Cortana goes for a Max Guard, since it has... Well, here's the thing, if you have Airstream, what move would you drop? Is I guess maybe Steel Spike? You don't have Steel Spike here? Because I think you would definitely have the Grass move. You have Aerial Ace, so normally Sacred Sword and Smart Strikes are the ones. Maybe no Sacred Sword? I'd be very surprised, because I think you need it for Incineroar. Even though you have a Kyogre, I think it's really important for Shed endgames. Let's see. A Dynamax or Eliki right here. Max Lightning really kind of got to come in clutch right here and pick up the knockout into that Cortana, because we kind of need that knock on the Cortana right here, and we need to redirect the attacks. If not, the Cortana has to go down to the Max Lightning plus a Life Orb hit. So we do Rage Powder here. Hopefully that is going to be the trick right here, because I don't want to take an Iron Ball right here. It looks like not going to be the case. We do get the Max Lightning off though, at least into the Cortana, which is able to pick up the knockout. So that's actually at least one positive here. Okay. That is one positive right here. Electric Terrain setup. So now the Eliki is really, really threatening right here. So Cortana does go down. Okay. Pretty decent spot. Pretty decent spot. I imagine this is going to be the KO though into the Volcarona right here. If we could get a burn, kind of nice, but not really like necessary. A Foul Play going to come out into the Grimmsnarl slot, which is going to activate the Flame Body. Perfect. Okay. I can't bring out their Shifu. I need to go into Kyogre right here, unfortunately. Yeah, I am forced to go into Kyogre right here and click Water Spout. I wonder if they even have Shed in the back. Maybe they just don't have Shed. If they don't have Shed, this makes it probably easier. But if they do have Shed, this is going to be harder. Oh, they did go hard into Shed. Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I am okay with that. We bring out our Kyogre right here. And I think I kind of want to go for a Water Spout into... Oh, geez. This Shed is going to be Ally Switch Mind Games, isn't it? Let's go for the Protect right here. Let's go for a Water Spout into the team, I guess. I mean, do I want a Water Spout? I actually kind of want to lock into Origin Pulse now. I think I'm going to lock into Origin Pulse, because it should knock out Grim with the burn damage. I don't want them to trick my Eliki here. Gonna be a Endure from the Shed in case I was Max Darkness, I suppose. All right, and a Thunder Wave in the Kyogre. Okay, please don't get paralyzed. Please get the attack off, because having my Eliki tricked is really bad here. Okay, that is not good. That is really not good here. Okay. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad here. Actually is okay. I can go Urshifu on the trick. I'm actually gonna lock myself in the Ice Beam. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Thunder is the right play. I want to Thunder the Shed slot potentially. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Thunder the Shed slot. You might be thinking, why am I Thundering the Shed slot? I don't want to KO the Grim here, because if I KO the Grim, oh geez, that Thunder Wave is so bad, because at least I played the Ally Switch Mind game. It's a lot easier to make the read. Now I'm in a really difficult spot where I can't afford to trick into my I just can't afford to trick right here, unfortunately. Hey, Ally Switch. Wait, that's actually worse for me. What? Wait, what? They went for a Foul Play? I'm so confused by that one. I'm so confused by that one, but okay. We saw Foul Play. I'd imagine... Okay, I imagine you're not Spirit Break, because he would have went for Spirit Break earlier, right? This is probably Endure coming out from the Shed. I think I'm going to U-turn and I'm going to Origin Pulse right here. Yeah. Okay. Might be a doable. Yep, they do go for the Endure. Perfect. I don't know if they're going to go for the trick or if they're going to attempt a Spirit Break, but I need Kyogre. They Thunder Wave my... Or she... Okay. That is not the thing you do. That is not the thing you do against a dark type that is immune to Prankster. We go out into our Eliki. Okay, doable endgame. Doable endgame. Please hit the Origin Pulse this time. Oh my. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. I'm going for the Origin Pulse again. I have no choice. And I'm protecting the Eliki, hoping that they either double up or they ally switch for some reason. Oh, I've been super unlucky in this one. All right. Protect the Eliki. I can't afford the trick here. Unless they're going to Thunderweight the Eliki too. Are you serious? Okay, they poltergeist the Eliki. They went for a foul play into the Kyogre. What is going on right here? Oh, I think I'm gonna lose if it's Zacian in the back. If it's Kyogre, I could probably win, but if it's Zacian, I just lose. Gotta make the same play. I guess I gotta hope it's not Zacian in the back, because if it's Zacian in the back, I just lose. Like, I auto lose here. So we're switching out our thing into the Urshifu right here. There. Are you... Okay, that might actually be better here. They poltergeist my Urshifu. I have been super unlucky with this Kyogre. Poltergeist into their Urshifu. We're going to see a foul play once again, which is worse for me because they keep getting damage off of my Kyogre. Sure, it's not like a lot, but now I'm in guaranteed play rough for Sacred Sword range even. This has been frustrating. Well, at least they don't have Spirit Break, so maybe I just don't take the knockout and Grim anymore. I think I'm going to Wicked Blow to Shed now. Oh, that's so frustrating. I have not attacked with an Origin Pulse yet. I have not. Yes, okay. Wicked Blow in the Shed. I think the place of Thunder. I think the place of Thunder to Shed. And yes, I know that they're going to go for probably Indoor right here, but I might as well risk it right here. Yeah, they did go for the Indoor. This is frustrating because if I take the knockout and Grim, the reason is that whatever's coming in the back, maybe I just have to risk it being Kyogre. We Wicked Blow into the Shed. Okay. I think I just have to hope it's Kyogre at this point. Thunder, that's on purpose into the Shed slot. We are going to see the foul play into the Kyogre. Okay, that doesn't do much. Oh, because of the burn, that's why the foul play is not doing that much. Okay. Wicked Blow again. We're gonna go for... Actually, should I Wicked Blow the Grimmsnarl? They might actually ally switch for some reason. I think it is probably the play here. Yeah, I think it is probably the play here. Let's see. Let's see. Am I right? They did ally switch. Yep, okay. Kind of got that right. Maybe I should have Thundered the Grimmsnarl since I won't be taking the damage if I land a Thunder, but a Wicked Blow is going to come out into the Shed. Okay. Oh, it's Safety Goggles. It's not Sash. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, that's actually so big right here. And I get the Thunder off into Grim. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Goodbye, Grimmsnarl right there. And this is not an over game. That's the crazy part. Like, I guess that's why they were so adamant about going for the Indoor, I guess. But all right. That is perfect. Let's find out your last Pokemon. Actually, it is the Kyogre. No Zacian in the back. I really thought it was going to be that Zacian. And I thought like, oh, because the weird part was the Zacian was just threatening knockouts on everything with the Thunder Wave and Trick, especially onto the Eliki. But I guess it's just a Scarf Kyogre I could lose. No, I shouldn't, right? Unless they locked them. No, I shouldn't lose the Scarf. Actually, I could probably if they locked themselves in Origin Pulse. No, I think Thunder finishes off. Let's find out. Are you Scarf? We're not going to even find out. We have an Eliki in the back that's so really good. If it's a Assault Vest, we win. If it's the Wakan Berry one, Focus Sash one, Choice Scarf, only like random Focus Band, I guess. But I guess we get to look at their team. So Lagging Tail, Grimmsnarl. Oh, how it was frustrating. Last move was actually Taunt. Okay. Shuckaberry Instant, pretty standard. Darkest Lariat on it. The Safety Goggles Shed, which is pretty standard other than the Sash ones that are usually on this team, but they do run Safety Goggles sometimes. We see the Sea Incense Kyogre. Okay, so we had the game locked basically at that point. The Zacian right here. Okay. Pretty standard, except it's really offensive on this team. I think this is Jolly Max Speed, Max Special, Max Attack. Yeah, it is. with Play Rough and Substitute, and then Life of Cortana, which thankfully was just invested to max attack and speed because I made it drop to the max lightning. Broken Eliki right there, but outspeeding the +1 Cortana and Okoing after the chip. Oh man, how that could have been, like, how nightmarish it was, that position. But Struggle Bug actually did do a lot of damage to the Cortana too. That was crazy as well. Shows how weak Cortana special defense is without investment. But ooh, thankfully was the goggles on the shed, and the back Pokemon was Kyogre. If it was Zacian, it would have been really difficult, but thankfully the cards kind of, even though they weren't rolling, at least I got that one turn, which was like predicting the allies, which I suppose. But yeah, thankfully it worked out. And that is the show. Oh man, Calyx Ice Rider being fast on this team might surprise, because the most common core with Calyx Ice Rider and Kyogre with Mimikyu or Shifu would be that weakness policy set, but being fast, of course, really helpful. But we didn't really get to bring the real stars of the team. I felt like was going to be the Volcarona Reggie Eliki lead. It was a really strong lead. Struggle Bug was able to slow down Pokemon that were able to knock out Reggie Eliki, which was really nice, while Reggie Eliki was just able to do its thing, go for the max lightnings, do a lot of damage. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And everyone, check out the details of the team and the creator down below in the description, and make sure you grab the rental code while it is available. But you can check out the rest of my Series 12 content as well, where I use a lot of cool teams and a lot of fun Pokemon. But that is going to be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.